Jodi Calahoo Stonehouse is Cree and Mohawk from the Michelle First Nation in Alberta. The former director of the Yellowhead Indigenous Education Foundation is also a radio host and film and television producer. Now the single mother is running for the NDP in the riding of Edmonton-Rutherford, the seat of the retiring Richard Feehan, who was the Alberta Indigenous Relations Minister and later the Indigenous Relations Critic when the UCP came to power in 2019. APTN caught up to her at her campaign office. She shares with another NDP candidate. We asked what are the most important issues to her.
The most important thing that we need to do for Albertans at this point is look at our health care. We have a mess. We need to make sure that people have access to doctors, to doing blood work when they need blood work done, seeing physicians. There is so much work to do in healthcare. And then of course education is just as important to us, and disaster response.
On the same night, NDP and UCP leaders Rachel Notley and Danielle Smith debated. Jodi Calahoo Stonehouse debated her opponents as well.
There were about 150 folks who came out to sit and hear our positions on education, on healthcare, on balancing the budget. And so there was some really tough but critical questions that we need to be able to answer to our constituents. And it was wonderful to see all the folks show up.
Calahoo Stonehouse says she and the NDP will do things differently from the UCP.
The NDP will do many things differently. One is that all Albertans matter when we look at affordability, not just a few. We want to make sure that all single parents, mums and dads, citizens have, are able to pay their bills. Utilities are astronomically high for many people. We want to make sure that people can afford where they live, they can go to school, they have groceries in their fridge.
This day, Jodi, her volunteers, and supporter actress Georgina Lightning are in the streets asking for support and reminding them to vote and that early voting is available. Jodi tells a story of meeting an 82-year-old who voted UCP all his life.
It's sad when people have believed in something their entire lives and it's changed on them. They cannot rely on the Conservative government to look after them. And so he said, for the first time ever in my life, I will vote NDP. I will vote for you, Jodi.
Chris Stewart, APTN National News, Edmonton.